History isn't just something you read in a textbook. It is being written every day. And for a longtime funeral home in Summit County, the lessons of the early 20th century have been instrumental in the 21st. News 5's Jordan Vandenberg explains why.
We're always just here to serve other people on the worst day of their lives.
History is circular, and it's never ending.
We have obituaries from the 19-teens and 1920s.
At this point in its life cycle, the circles at the Billow Company are still being drawn.
We're a family-owned business, and we have been for 145 years.
Nathaniel Billow's ancestors started the business 10 years after the Civil War, and it has encircled generations on one basic principle.
Being a funeral professional, it's all about focusing on the details. That not only applies to how we serve a family during a time of need, but also to all of our records.
A century ago, a war had just ended, and another one of sorts had just begun.
Pneumonia, influenza, pneumonia, 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 influenza, pneumonia, influenza.
Spanish flu sickened 7,000 in Akron alone, killing more than 600. History has long forgotten the names like Henry Kim, Gus Campbell, or Malvina Rees. And if not on a headstone, those names are forever immortalized on a 4x6 index card.
7 deaths that occurred over a 2-day period, and every single one of them was either pneumonia or influenza.
During the pandemic's peak, the Armory became an emergency ward. Billows was operating at 3 times its normal rate, 143 funerals in December 1918 alone. Businesses shut down, residents ordered to stay at home. Sound familiar?
We haven't been able to serve families the way we always have. So service has been private, family only, maybe not having a public church funeral like we normally would. We've done a lot of services outdoors, maybe meeting the family at the cemetery. And what I find very interesting, that's the same playbook that our company used 100 years ago during the Spanish flu.
And the courage displayed by frontline workers back then is the same as it is today as well. Although less lethal than the Spanish flu, COVID-19 has brought immense challenges, Billow says, both professionally and personally.
I lost both of my grandparents in early April to COVID. We were able to empathize with people. We were right there with them. We know what it was like. You would think that with the number of funerals that our families helped arrange over the years, we would be experts at planning a funeral, but it hits you differently when you lose someone that you care about or remember your own family.
Whether it's the pandemic of today or the pandemic of yesteryear, history never ends because a new circle is always beginning.
It just kind of shows you, like, you know what, you're a lot tougher than you think you are.
In Fairlawn, Jordan Vandenberg, News 5.